Hello everyone, myself Nandan from AML department 5th semester GM University, and we are going with our assignment 1 with course name Professional Elective Data Science with Business Intelligence. We are going with our assignment 1, consider the bank dataset and perform a detailed profitability and risk analysis, guided by Jayalakshmi ma'am, Assistant Professor of AML department GM University. In the next slide, we have Chinmay. These are my team members, Kushal, Chinmay, Nikhil. In next slide, introduction. The bank probability and risk analysis evaluate a bank's financial performance by examining deposits, loans, interest rates, default rates, and probability. It defines trends, correlations, and risk categories, providing insights to improve probability, manage financial risks, and support strategy decision making. This will very helpful with the graphs and easily to understand. And in the next graph, we going through our first problematic, trend of total deposit and total loans. What is the trend? Here we have objectives to analyze how deposit and loans have changed over time, and the visualization, we visualized through the line chart dual axis for showing total deposit versus total loan versus time. In the last, my friend Chinmay will explain how the graph will take place, and we have the insight identifying growth trend in deposit and lending activities. What are the activities we taken to the deposit, and the detect imbalance loans growing faster than deposit quickly. And Tableau setup, we used here a Tableau application to represent the graphs. We in the Tableau we use the columns as the date, and the rows we have the sum of deposit and sum of the loans with the dual axis, and synchronizing we get the graph. In the second problem statement, in the next slide, we have correlation between banking indicators. This is our second problem statement. We used here objectives to understand relationship between profitability, risk, and financial metrics. Heat map showing correlation among deposit, loans, interest rate, default rate, and profitability. Strong positive correlation between loans and interest incomes, and the negative correlation between default rate and the profit. Tableau, we used here import correlation matrix, rows, variables like columns like variable to colors and values, and it will be explained in the graphs. And the next slide we have loan amount distribution. This will be explained by my friend Nikhil.
Coming to loan amount distributions, in that objective visualization Tableau setup. Objective to study the distributions of customers' loan size. In visualization, histogram of low amounts. Insights, most customers have small to medium sized loans. Few high value loans contribute to large share of total credit exposures. Tableau setups create bins on low amount. Drag to columns. Rows count customer ID marks bar. Next slide. Renew contributions by banking product. In that, objectives to identify which product generate the most revenue. Visualization tree map of a renew of product type: saving, credit card, personal loans, motor mortgage. Insights: mortgages and personal loans are top renew contributions. Credit cards contributes smaller but higher margin revenue. Tableau setup product label and color renew, size and marks, and tree map. And next slide is concluded by Kushal.
Thank you, Nikhil. Now I am going to explaining about the loan risk versus return. In this, the objective of the loan risk versus return is to compare the different loan types based on their risk return profile. Here we know the visualization, how the graph should be in means scatter plot. In that we have taken x-axis as default rate and we have taken y-axis as an interest earned. And what are the key insights of this means ideal zone? Here in this ideal zone, the low default and high return, and risk loan types is high default and with low return. And the tabular setup is columns. In this columns, default rate rate we have taken, and the rows we have taken as interest earned in detail a loan type. And the next slide we have know about the key performance indicators. In this key performance, and we are know the objective to evaluate overall financial health of the bank. We know the key performance is net interest margin. Net interest margin is net interest income minus interest expense divided by earning assets. And loan to deposit ratio is LDR, means total loans by total deposits. We know the we get a loan deposit ratio. In this overall profitability, here net income by total assets we are doing means we know the overall profitability. In this visualization is key performance indicators cards like large text boxes with colored code status. In the key insights is net interest margin improving the better spread management, and loan to deposit ratio means is greater than 1. It means that the potential liquidity concerns, so it has a high performance of the liquidity concerns though. So the next slide will be explained by my friend Chinmay. Thank you, Chin.
Thank you, Kushal. Here is the profitability and risk dashboard. In objective, it combine all insights into a single executive view. In dashboard components, you use a trend line deposits versus loan and KPI cards, NIM, LDR, or, or ROA. In heat map, we use correlations. And in tree map, we use product and renew. In histogram, we used loan distribution. In scatter plot, we used risk versus return. And in this slide, we used insights bank performance table, rising fraud, fraud, fraud profitability focus needed on high risk loan segments, mortgage fraud, portfolio strong but exposure concentration risk exits. In next slide, conclusion. Deposits and loans show consistent upward trend. Profitability highly influenced by loan quality and interest spread. Correlation analysis helps identify risk return balance. Tableau dashboards provides actionable insights for management. And here is the graphs of bank profitability and risk dashboard. In first graph, you can see the deposits versus loan. Top left graph, in that it shows how deposits and loans have changed from 2020 to 2025, and in both are increasing over the years, meaning the bank is growing in activity. Uh, in next graph, correlation heat map, top right, a colored grid showing relationship between factors like deposit, loan, interest rate, default rate, and profitability. In darker colors may mean weaker correlation, lighter ones stronger. In third graph, loan amount distribution, bottom left, it a histogram showing how many loans fall in different amount ranges. Most loans are below 1 lakh, meaning small loan amounts are common. In fourth graph, risk versus return, bottom right, it compares default rate percent risk with interest rate percent return. As risk increases, bankers charge higher interest rates. Date date bottom left corner indicates when the dashboard was viewed or generated. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.